Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is Ben here at That Cologne Guy, coming at you with yet another fragrance review. And I'm continuing my first impressions series with Intense Cafe. Intense Cafe by Montale. If you've been following along in order, you'll know that I'm working on a first impression series because a subscriber and now friend, thank you Wes, sends me, every once in a while, sends me a box of samples. And so I go through them and sample them, and then I give my first impressions. And except for the first one I did, which was Cedrat Boise, I decided I like the format better of wearing it for a day or two and then review it. So I wore this, today's Friday, so I wore it Wednesday and Thursday, and then I have just a little bit left for the final review to spray. So without further ado, let's begin. This is a 2013 release for men and women. This is my first Montale, so you guys can comment, let me know. Are there any Montales that are actually for women or for men specifically? I think they all say for women and men, but you can correct me on that. It's from Montale, my first time with this house, French niche house, really looking forward to it. So the parfumé is Pierre Montale, and you can tell by the name that it is a coffee-based fragrance, but with a few surprises, actually, that I'll get to. So this is considered an oriental floral. Oriental vanilla is what I see, but I would consider this an oriental floral in my opinion. And with regard to the notes, I would say that 3 or 4 notes stick out. First of all, floral. Second, rose. Third would be vanilla, and fourth would be coffee in that order. So if there's anything that jumps out to me about this fragrance is that the name itself should be changed. I don't say, a middle note is coffee. It certainly smells like coffee, you can tell that, but I don't know that Intense Cafe is the most appropriate name for this. So I would say maybe consider something like Intense Vanilla or Intense Rose. Intense Floral might not be. I get more rose and I get more vanilla for this fragrance. Okay, now, projection and longevity. I'll just go ahead and talk about both of them at the same time. Projection and longevity are very, very good. Montales are known, apparently, for this. This is, as I said, this is kind of my first foray with this. And I will say that if they're all like this, then we're getting into amouage territory. Projection was very, very good. A rock solid 8 to 10 hours with regard to projection. And I really like it because it's the perfect mix. It was people noticed it, people commented on it well into the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th hour, but you wouldn't have to worry about being offensive or clearing out a room, anything like that. So perfect mix. I mean, if I gave ratings for projection, I would say 5 sprays out of 5. Longevity was right where you want it to be. I mean, it's not Yop pour homme territory of 24 hours and ticking, but it is what you'd want, 8 plus. So I'm going to say 8 to 10. If you spray on your clothes, though, then you could easily get well over 10 hours on this. Very, very happy with projection and longevity. Impressed, in fact. And if most Montales are like this, then like amouage, I'm going to add that to my like category, because I really like fragrances. I don't know about you guys, but I'm on a pretty limited budget. So if I get a fragrance that smells good but it's gone in 2 hours, I mean, I'm probably not going to buy it. So really, really like that about this scent or fragrance. Okay, now age group. Well, first of all, let me talk about the gender. It's marketed as a unisex. It's marketed for women and men. Many people commented that it's too feminine for them. I did not get that at all. I feel like it really is a unisex fragrance right down the middle. What is it? Is it Lucky Scent? I think it's LuckyScent.com. One of the fragrance sites has, it says like man, woman, and then it has like a continuum, and then it shows like where the fragrance lies. Either ultra masculine or ultra feminine, or right down the middle. This one to me would be right down the middle. I didn't feel like it was too feminine. If you don't like wearing rose, you won't like this fragrance. I mean, it's that simple. What I would say about the gender then is, I mean, it could be really for anyone. Age group is going to be a little bit more mature just because it's a floral. It has a lot of rose, vanilla, and middle note of coffee. So I would say, I would expect it to be 25 and up as far as the age category. Okay, season. I guess I would say more of a fall, winter, and I wouldn't be surprised. Like I didn't check on Fragrantica which season was most popular, but just guessing, I would say French. I would see this more as a fall, winter, and I would not see it so much as a spring, summer. Now that said, though, for the folks who just don't care about seasons, this would work easily. I mean, I could envision myself wearing this anytime, anywhere. So I'll just go ahead and add for the occasions as well. Do I see this for what occasion? Practically any. You could wear this to the office. You could wear this to the clubs. You could wear this for a night out with your special person. Whatever. I mean, out with friends. I mean, it doesn't really matter. This is just a very, very well blended fragrance. You might not like it. Is if you don't like rose, you won't like it. But what you can't deny is that it's very well crafted, very well blended. I'm particularly impressed by this one in terms of the parfumé. So what I would say is I found this fragrance to be very linear, and I don't say that as a limitation. I don't say it as a bad way. In fact, I would say every person, to me, should have one linear niche fragrance in their collection. So like a lot of my amouages really kind of developed, to take on different scents throughout the day. This one did not for me. It was very clear in saying that it was, vanilla, rose, and coffee. But I still like it. I don't see it as a limitation at all. The fact that it smelled after 8 hours pretty much exactly how it sprayed when it went on. The initial blast up until the dry down, same scent for me, and I think that's a plus. I don't think it's a limitation. So really, really like this one. I would say for me, is it a buy? Yes, I absolutely think it is. Here's what I would say though, so we'll put a little asterisk next to it. If you like rose and you have the extra cash for it, you should try, or at least sample, you should try Lyric Man by Amouage. That is going to set you back more, but Lyric Man is the king of rose for men. Or actually just of the roses that I have tried. Unisex, masculine, whatever. Lyric Man is off the charts, and I'm not even a huge rose fan, okay? But that one is the king. That said, though, for a little, if you want to take off some of the rose edge and add a little vanilla and a little coffee to it, then I would say this one is just right behind it. I guess I want to say silver medal, but if you're saving money, then you'll go for this one. Intense Cafe is absolutely worth it. If you do not have a linear niche fragrance in your collection, then this is perfect. And or if you really like rose-based fragrances, then you should definitely get your hands on this one. I will eventually purchase this one. Really enjoyed this one. Got comments on it, got feedback. I will probably have this one and Lyric Man, knowing me, because I love Amouages so much. But this is definitely a go for me. This is a 4 spray out of 5, and I'll tell you why it's not a 5. I'm going to give this 4 out of 5 sprays just for two reasons. Number one is I hold the 5 out of 5 as like a gymnastics 10, right? It's like it's got to be absolutely perfect. So I really reserve 5 out of 5 for truly exceptional work. And then I would also say what's kind of quirky about this is what I mentioned earlier. I would change the name. I don't care for the name of Intense Cafe. How about Intense Vanille or Intense Rose or something? I don't know. But maybe just change the name, and then you'd be nearing 5 sprays on this. Very, very well done. 4 sprays out of 5. And I think I've got just enough left. 4. So that's it. I will start my next review. I will take care of yet another sample from the box, and as you know, in my ultra technical style, I will have it completely done at random. So without further ado, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I've gotten a few more subscribers lately, and I really appreciate that. Thanks so much for doing that, and for all the feedback. It means a lot. So all the best to you. A little backstory here on this, just so you know. For all the St. Louis Blues fans out there, I'm actually not that much of a Boston fan. In fact, I was rooting for St. Louis, so congratulations to you guys. It's more just because Patrice Bergeron is my favorite player. So that's a little backstory. The second thing is I wanted to wish all the dads out there a very happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you guys. Hope it's a wonderful weekend, and take care.